Settle in now. Let your body find a position that feels safe and easy to maintain, either lying down or sitting in a supportive way. Let your hands rest where they naturally fall. Let your jaw unclench. Let the tongue relax inside the mouth, and let your eyes close gently or soften your gaze. Notice that you have arrived here in this moment. Nothing else is required of you right now. No solving, no fixing, no proving. Just this steady permission to be. If you can hear sounds around you, let them be part of the experience, like distant weather moving through the background. You don't have to push anything away. You don't have to hold on to anything. And if anxiety is present, if tension is present, you don't need to judge it. You don't need to argue with it. You can simply recognize it, like noticing a tight knot and choosing gently to begin loosening the thread. Take a slow breath in through your nose, filling the chest, filling the belly, and let it out, long and unhurried. Again, breathe in a little deeper and exhale, letting the shoulders drop. One more time. Inhale, receiving the breath, and exhale, releasing the day, releasing the effort. Now let breathing return to its natural rhythm and begin to feel the simple contact points, the weight of your body supported by the surface beneath you, the places where you feel pressure, the back of your head, the shoulders, the spine, the hips, the legs, the heels. Imagine the surface under you is steady and trustworthy, holding you up without needing anything back. Let yourself be held. Let gravity do the work. Bring your attention to your forehead. Notice if there's any tightness there, as if you've been holding a question or bracing for an answer. Invite the forehead to smooth, not forcing, just allowing. Feel the space between the eyebrows. Let it widen, soften. Notice your eyes. Sometimes anxiety lives behind the eyes, as if they are searching, scanning, preparing. Let the eyes rest back in their sockets, as though they are settling into soft cushions. Bring awareness to your cheeks. Let them relax, and to your jaw. If your teeth are touching, let them separate slightly. Let the jaw hang with ease. Feel the mouth. Let the corners of the mouth soften. Let the tongue rest, heavy and calm. Now shift attention to the back of your head, the base of the skull, where tension can quietly gather. Imagine warm air there, like gentle sunlight touching that place. And with each exhale, let that area loosen. Move down to the neck, the front of the throat, the sides, the back. If the neck feels guarded, as if protecting you from something unseen, offer it reassurance. Inwardly say, it's safe to soften now. Let your shoulders come into awareness. Notice if they are lifted or braced, as if carrying invisible bags of responsibility. On your next exhale, let them melt downward. And again, as you breathe out, let them drop a little more, not collapsing, just releasing unnecessary tension. Bring attention to your collarbones, the upper chest, and the space around your heart. Anxiety can tighten this area, as if the body is trying to keep you ready. Gently invite the chest to be open enough to breathe, not forced open, simply breathing open. Now move to your arms. Feel the upper arms. Maybe they are holding or gripping. Let them become heavy. Let them be supported. Feel the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palms, the fingers. Let the fingers uncurl. Let the hands soften, as if you are done holding on so tightly. Bring attention to your rib cage. Notice the subtle movement with each breath, the ribs expanding and releasing. If the breath feels shallow, that's okay. You don't have to change it all at once. Simply notice and invite a little more space. Now the belly. So often, we tighten here without realizing, bracing against emotions, against uncertainty. Let the belly be soft. Let it rise on the inhale. Let it fall on the exhale. Offer yourself permission to be human, to have feelings, to not have everything figured out. Bring attention to the lower back, the place that supports you all day. If there's strain here, imagine warmth spreading across the lower back, like a comforting hand. With each exhale, the muscles loosen. Now the hips, the pelvis, a place that can store old stress, old urgency. Let the hips be heavy, supported, settled. Move into the thighs. Feel the front of the thighs, the backs of the thighs. Let them release, as if they no longer need to run, or brace, or push. Bring awareness to the knees. Let the knees soften. Now the calves, the shins, the ankles, and the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes. Let the toes relax, as if they are gently spreading. Now take a moment to sense your whole body at once, from head to toe, a complete shape, resting, breathing, held by the ground. And now, begin a gentle breathing practice. Nothing intense, only soothing. Breathe in for a slow count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out for a slow count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice what happens when the exhale is longer. It signals the nervous system that it can shift out of alarm, out of bracing, and into easing if thoughts are moving quickly. If you notice worry, planning, replaying, let those thoughts be like birds passing across the sky. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to catch them. Just let them pass and come back to the feeling of the exhale. Now, imagine you are standing at the edge of a calm lake. It is early morning. The light is soft, pale gold. The air is cool and clean. The lake is still, with a faint mist hovering above the surface. With each breath in, you take in the freshness of this place. With each breath out, you let something go. Look at the surface of the water. It reflects the sky, and as you watch, you notice something. The water doesn't try to hold onto ripples. If a breeze passes, it ripples, and when the breeze is gone, it returns to stillness. Let your mind learn from the lake. You can ripple, and you can settle. You can feel, and you can soften again. Now imagine you have a small stone in your hand. This stone represents a piece of tension, a piece of anxiety. Maybe it's a fear. Maybe it's a pressure. Maybe it's a thought that keeps returning. Feel the weight of this stone, not judging it, just acknowledging. Yes, this has been carried. And when you are ready, you gently toss the stone into the lake. You watch it arc through the air, and you hear the soft plunk as it enters the water. Ripples spread outward, and then the ripples fade, and the lake returns to calm. Take another breath in, and on the exhale, imagine releasing another stone, another small burden. You don't have to name it perfectly. You simply let it go. Watch the ripples and the return to stillness. Now, begin walking along a path beside the lake. The ground is firm and gentle under your feet. There are tall trees nearby. Their leaves move quietly in the air. There's a rhythm here, natural, unforced. As you walk, notice your shoulders. If they've tightened again, let them drop, as if the air itself is helping them soften. Notice your hands. If they've curled, let them relax. Up ahead, you see a simple wooden bench. You sit down and feel the support beneath you. From here, you can see the lake, and you can also see your breath, in a way, not literally, but you sense its movement, like a gentle tide. Now we'll do a calming breath together. Breathe in, as if you're sipping the air slowly, and breathe out, as if you're fogging a mirror. A warm exhale. Again, slow sip in and warm release out. One more time, sip in and release out. Notice if your body begins to trust this moment, not because everything in life is perfect, but because right now you are safe enough to soften. Now shift attention inward and check in with the place where you feel anxiety most strongly. Maybe it's the chest, maybe it's the stomach, maybe it's the throat, maybe it's the head. Wherever it is, bring gentle curiosity there, not trying to fix it, just listening. Imagine you could place a warm light on that area, a soft glow, not bright, not harsh, like candlelight. With each inhale, the light becomes a little warmer. With each exhale, the tension loosens a little more. If there is a tight sensation, imagine it as a knot in a ribbon. You do not yank it. You do not fight it. You simply hold it with patience and allow it to loosen, one breath at a time. Now, the scene begins to shift. You stand from the bench and continue along the path. The trees open into a wide meadow, soft grass, moving gently in waves, wildflowers scattered like quiet color. The sky above is expansive, the kind of sky that reminds you there is room, there is space, there is more than the tightness of one thought. As you walk into the meadow, feel the air on your skin, feel the ease in your breathing, and if the mind tries to pull you back into worry, you gently return to what is real. Air moving in, air moving out, feet supported by the ground. In the meadow, you notice a small stream. The water is clear and constantly moving. It carries away tiny leaves. It flows around stones. It never argues with obstacles. It adapts. It continues. Let the stream teach your nervous system something. When tension arises, you can flow around it. When fear appears, you can acknowledge it and continue. Now kneel by the stream and place your hands near the water. You don't have to touch it unless you want to in your imagination. Feel its coolness, its clarity. Imagine that with each exhale, you are washing a little anxiety out of your body, out of the mind, out of the muscles. You don't need to push it. The stream naturally carries it away. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let the stream take what you no longer need. Breathe in again, and exhale, letting go. One more breath, in and out, releasing. Now rise slowly and begin walking again. This time, the path leads toward a gentle hillside, and at the top, there is a quiet place to rest. As you move, scan your body again, noticing any new tightness. Sometimes tension returns without notice, and you can meet it kindly. Each time, forehead, soft, eyes, resting, jaw, unclenched, neck, easy, shoulders, down, chest, open enough to breathe, belly, soft, hands, relaxed. You reach the top of the hill, and from here you can see far into the distance, the lake, the meadow, the trees. Everything looks calm from this wide view, and you realize something. Anxiety often narrows the view. It zooms in on the threat, on the problem. But you can widen the view again. You can remember the larger landscape of your life. Now, imagine a gentle breeze moving across the hilltop. It brushes your skin, and as it passes, it carries away tension like dust. With each exhale, you let the breeze take a little more. Now we'll do another breathing cycle. Inhale, steady and smooth, and as you exhale, quietly think the words, let go. Inhale, exhale, let go. Inhale, exhale, let go. If emotion rises, if you feel tenderness or sadness or fatigue, Let it be allowed. Often anxiety is the body's way of asking for care. And here, you are giving that care. Now the scene shifts again. You find yourself walking into a peaceful forest. The light filters through the leaves. There is a soft green glow. The air smells clean, earthy, alive. Each step is cushioned by the forest floor, and the sounds are gentle. A distant bird, a quiet rustle. In this forest, there is a small cabin, simple and welcoming. You approach it, and the door opens easily. Inside, it is warm, a calm shelter, a place where nothing demands you be different than you are. You step inside, and you notice a comfortable chair or a soft bed, a place to rest. You settle into it, and you feel a deep sense of permission. Now bring your attention back to your physical body. Wherever you are listening, feel the support beneath you again. Feel the weight of your body, and begin a second body scan. Deeper now, slower, as though you are checking each room of a house and turning off the lights, one by one. Start at the top of the head, the scalp, let it loosen, the forehead, smooth, the eyes, quiet, the cheeks, soft, the jaw, heavy, the throat, open and easy, the shoulders, melting, the upper arms, heavy, the elbows, soft, the forearms, resting, the wrists, loose, the hands, open, each finger, relaxed. Bring awareness to the upper chest, the space around the heart. If you sense tightness here, imagine it loosening like a gentle ribbon being untied. The ribs moving freely with breath. The belly soft and calm. The lower back supported. The hips settled. The thighs releasing. The knees easy. The calves soft. The ankles loose. The feet resting. The toes relaxed. Now feel the whole body again. One connected experience. Breathing supported. Now we'll deepen the breath a little. Not forcing, just inviting. Breathe in. Feel the breath travel all the way down into the belly. And breathe out. Long, like a slow wave returning to the sea. Again. Inhale. Belly gently rises. Exhale. Belly gently falls. One more time. Inhale. Receive. Exhale. Release. And now, imagine you are walking out of the cabin, back into the forest, and you follow a softly lit path. The path leads to a beach at dusk. The sand is cool. The sky is painted in quiet colors. Soft pink, deep blue, warm amber. You hear the ocean, steady, patient. Waves arriving, waves leaving, a rhythm older than worry. You sit on the sand and you watch the water. With each wave that comes in, imagine it brings calm. With each wave that pulls back, imagine it takes tension away. Inhale as the wave arrives. Calm comes in. Exhale as the wave leaves. Tension goes out. Again, inhale, calm in, exhale, tension out. Notice the vastness of the ocean. It can hold so much and still remain the ocean. Your mind can hold thoughts, your heart can hold feelings, and you can still remain you, steady beneath it all. Now, imagine writing a word in the sand, a word that represents what you are ready to release. Maybe it is worry, maybe it is pressure, maybe it is doubt, maybe it is fear. You write it gently, and you look at it without judgment, and then a wave rolls in and softly washes the word away, leaving smooth sand, a fresh start. Write another word if you like, another thing you no longer want to carry, and let the ocean take it, and another, releasing. Now turn your gaze upward to the evening sky. The first stars begin to appear, small points of light, steady and quiet. Let each star remind you that even when the mind feels dark with worry, there are steady lights within you. Patience, resilience, kindness. Now bring one hand in your mind to your heart and the other to your belly. Feel the rise and fall of breath and silently offer yourself a few simple truths. I am here. I am breathing. I am allowed to rest. Now return attention to your real body again. Notice the temperature of the air. Notice the softness of your clothing. Notice the steady support beneath you. Now we move into nature imagery, a final gentle journey. Imagine a garden at night, a peaceful garden where everything is at ease. There is a stone path. There are fragrant plants. There is a fountain with slow, quiet water. You walk through the garden slowly, and with each step, you feel more settled, as if the ground is drawing out the last threads of tension. You come to a spot where you can sit beside the fountain. The water makes a soft sound, a sound that says, "It's okay. It's okay. It's okay." Let that sound soothe your mind. Let it smooth the sharp edges of worry. Breathe in and imagine the inhale is cool and clean. Breathe out and imagine the exhale is warm and releasing. Inhale, cool, calm. Exhale, warm, release. Again, inhale, exhale. Now consider the way anxiety often tries to protect you. It tries to predict, to prepare, to prevent pain. And you can thank it gently, without letting it run the whole night. Inwardly say, "Thank you for trying to help." And now, you can rest. Let your shoulders soften again. Let the space behind the eyes soften. Let the belly soften. Now, bring in gratitude, not as pressure, but as a quiet noticing, a warm reflection. Think of one thing, simple and true, that you can appreciate right now. Maybe it is the comfort of where you are resting. Maybe it is the fact that you chose this time for yourself. Maybe it is the steadiness of your breath. Let that appreciation spread gently, the chest. Think of a person or an animal or a presence that has offered you kindness at some point, even a small kindness. Hold that memory lightly and let yourself feel supported by it. Now offer gratitude to your body, even if it has been tense, even if it has been tired. It has carried you. It has tried to protect you. It has brought you here. Silently say, "Thank you," and let the body receive those words. Now gratitude for your mind, even if it has been busy, even if it has been anxious. It is learning. It is adapting. It is allowed to quiet down. And gratitude for this moment, this small pocket of peace, this pause, this chance to begin again. Now we begin to close, slowly, without rushing. Let your breathing remain gentle. Let your whole body continue to soften. Imagine you are back at the ocean. The waves are slower now. The night is deeper. The stars are brighter. You feel safe. You feel held by something larger than your thoughts. The steady earth, the steady sky, the steady rhythm of breath. Now let go of any effort to visualize. You don't need to imagine anything now. You can simply rest in sensation, breath moving, body supported, mind allowed to drift. If thoughts appear, let them float past like clouds. No need to follow, no need to solve. Return to the exhale. Return to the feeling of letting go. Take one more nourishing inhale and a long, slow exhale. Another inhale, gentle and easy, and another long exhale. Let your face be soft. Let your shoulders be heavy. Let your hands be open. Let your belly be at ease. Let your legs rest fully. And as you continue breathing, know this: you can release anxiety in layers. You do not have to do it perfectly. Each exhale is a small letting go. Each moment of softness is meaningful. Stay here now, resting, breathing, supported. You are allowed to be done for now. You are allowed to relax. You are allowed to feel peace, even if only in small waves. And as my words begin to fade, let them become quieter in your mind, like the last ripples on a calm lake, returning to stillness. Continue to rest. Continue to breathe, releasing, softening, letting go. Everything can slow down now. You remain supported. You remain safe. And you rest.